Hey, I'm Daryl.
I'm Aaron.
It's Big Bang Talks Comics, episode 385. It is. We're here. CM Punk, he injured his triceps. His tricep, and it's over. He might as well just retire and call it quits. But hey, we're here to talk comics.
I'm glad Cody won, though.
Yeah, I knew Cody would win. Yes, really good. I was still expecting I was still hoping for a Sasha Banks Mercedes.
She's going to AEW.
We'll see what happens. But hey, we're here to talk comics. This week, what do we want to talk about first, Aaron?
Let's go ahead and get indies out of the way because you don't have many here.
Not that CM Punk should retire, but...
No.
We got Disney's Lilo and Stitch, #1. You're a fan of the movie, fan of the cartoon. Why not?
And then you could also get Power Rangers Unlimited.
Power Rangers Unlimited. That's it. That's all I got to say.
That's that. I got nothing to add.
All I know is we had a major death in a recent issue. No spoilers. Spoilers. All right, Batman. Robin Lives. This is the alternate issue to the old 1988 phone call. This is the second printing. So the cover alone is cool, but I got the first printing. Power 2024. Black Excellence across the DC universe.
Who else in this book?
By the way, speaking of comics, check out the Rippaverse.
John Stewart, heck yeah. And Val Zod. I'm a big Val Zod. Is that Spectre there? I can't tell.
It is the Spectre. Okay. Oh yeah, because it is Jim Corrigan. Is he the third? Yeah, it's also a Jim Corrigan. I thought that was a really cool thing that they did with the Spectre. Much better than Hal Jordan.
Now I wish I'd kept up now. Titans Beast World's the last issue. I almost felt like the last issue was the last issue. I felt like most of it, well, except for the Amanda Waller end of it. Did you see who Dr. Hate was? How'd you feel about it?
I heard about it. I hadn't read that issue, but I heard about it. I don't know. It's okay. What do you think? I think it could have been cooler.
I think I was expecting more. I mean, not that it was bad, because, I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
If you know Raven.
Yep.
And you know her history, it makes sense.
Gosh.
It's not Raven, but it is
Raven. You gotta read the book.
The Gemstone.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
The rest, you should have read it. Sorry.
Yes, all those things.
I didn't pick this up. Should I have picked this up?
Okay, so Trinity One Shot. It reprints her first appearance, but it also has an original story in here by Tom King about the daughter of Wonder Woman and the future of the DC Universe in these pages. I'm getting it just because it's Tom King and his Wonder Woman run has been pretty good so far.
His Wonder Woman run has been pretty good so far.
And if you missed her first appearance, you can get it here. So, plus an original story, I would check it out. At least give it a shot. If you're even waffling on Wonder Woman, check out this book. You might dig it.
Waffle.
I said, dude, give me some syrup. Waffles.
Batman and Robin annual. I've really liked this run. It's been pretty entertaining. I like seeing Bob Inside together again.
Shush.
I like the whole backstory of the Shush character, that she's connected to Robin, Damian, back in his days of training with the League of Shadows. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah. So Damian has a villain from even his childhood.
Yes. And she's posing as the principal in his high school, which it feels so
weird.
It feels like a story that I would have read when I was a kid.
Okay.
And I'm kind of liking how comics are starting to get that kind of feel going.
Okay.
Speaking of, this is also another comic that is very, very much in that
Bumblebee, Metamorpho, Challengers of the Unknown.
Challengers the Unknown. Heck yeah, sold.
Take my money. Actually, that's what has made this whole book great, is what Mark Waid has done with all kinds of characters from the DC universe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is why comics are fun right here.
I feel like DC is starting to gain some momentum again. I love the Superman runs, the Batman stuff. Man, I just finished Detective Comics this morning. The world's finest, both Green Lantern books.
And we got Joker Year 1 coming up very soon if you're not signed up for it in the regular Batman monthly title.
I say this is top stack reading.
Jason Aaron.
DC.
I haven't read #2, but #1 would hooked me.
Man, that's pretty interesting.
Batman on an alien world. He's imprisoned.
Yeah. And
there's a big grudge match coming at the end of this miniseries.
I say he's befriended what's the name of Starfire's race again?
Tamaranian? Yeah, she's a Tamaranian. Yeah.
Yeah, those people.
She's
befriended.
What do you mean? What do you mean by those people?
I just don't want to mispronounce the name.
It's probably anger management reference as well.
Anyway, so yeah, she's been helping him, and like he was training with this robot that's there, just to beat up. That's pretty much their whole existence. And he didn't beat him up, and it really confused the robot that he didn't want to punch him.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Jason Aaron in the DC Universe, which you're wanting to read his Action Comics run as well.
That's probably one of my favorite DC books right now. I've even put it over Superman. It's also been very good.
Ooh, that's tough. Well, speaking of, we got Avengers Twilight, Book 2, first issue. Did you read this?
No.
First issue. You have Steve Rogers. He's old, and someone has taken over the Marvel Universe. Long story short, Tony Stark is gone. His son is running things. Basically, you kind of have this dystopian future where everybody's like, hey, Captain America, Luke Cage, and Daredevil are all old, and they're wanting Steve Rogers to stand up. But there's this major event called H-Day or something like that where a lot of people died. All the heroes were blamed, and everybody kind of came into subservitude to the villain of the book. Long story short, end of the book, Steve Rogers is leading the charge with another hero to take back the Marvel Universe. It's like a Dark Knight Returns meets the Avengers. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
That was long-winded, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Sorry.
But it was useful information, Daryl.
I'm tired already. All right, we got Dead X-Men. Okay, so they're dead. Book's over, only one issue. No, these are 5 major characters that are resurrected from the dead to help take down Orcus. So like, Jubilee's on the team. It's all I care about.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a plus.
Yeah, I just finished season 1 of the X-Men cartoon again. It kind of doesn't hold up, but yet it still does.
It goes with a lot of things from that time.
That's the animation.
It does, but it doesn't. Except for the Batman animated series.
That thing's great. It's great. Incredible Hulk number 8. We got Zombie Rider, Marvel Superheroes, Secret Wars, Battle World. This is a 4-issue mini that takes place in Secret Wars, the original. It's got Baron Zemo. Can't go wrong with that. Spider-Man 2099. I think that's the last issue. Yep, last issue. Spine-tingling Spider-Man number 4. If you like Spider-Man and horror, you read that book. Am I going too fast?
No.
All right, cool. Here's where we bring Aaron back. Wolverine.
This was great.
Happy birthday,
bloody,
Logan.
Very bloody. Yeah. Happy birthday. Sucks to be you.
Didn't he kill his son?
He's done a lot of bad things, but yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah, parental advisory, by the way.
Yes.
It says not for kids.
No, definitely not this story.
Because it's a violent one.
It pulled no punches. Very bloody. Snow was not white.
Yeah, and you don't want the yellow snow or the red snow. Bad idea. Speaking of which, one of the coolest X-Men cartoon episodes is when Wolverine and Sabretooth fight in the snow.
It's funny. I was kind of thinking about that.
Cold Vengeance. This has
happened before. Yeah.
Cold Vengeance. Anyway.
A lot of spider stuff this week.
If you're a Wolverine fan, you should read it's the Sabretooth War, and they're promising this one to be big. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 252, the first appearance of the black costume. Some say Secret Wars 8, but that's not true.
Yeah, I've got it down for you.
I was just seeing where you're at.
I think it's a lie, because, how could it not be the first appearance? Because it's really how it got. Maybe it's the origin.
It's considered the origin.
It makes more sense for that to be the first appearance because it is the origin, and it's like, oh, he's just in here in a black costume. You know how I knew where that costume came from? Because I read Secret Wars number 8.
There you go. Anyway, get the facsimile. Cheap Spider-Boy 3. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 2. What?
That was pretty interesting. I read the first issue. I always like to check in with Shang-Chi and see what's up. Shang-Chi, whatever.
I like Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi? That's what I always called him. And then
Same.
I watched the movie and I'm like, crap,
Shang-Chi.
I've been mispronouncing this too.
I'm mispronouncing it, but it's so deep. I can't. It's hard. It just doesn't sound right.
But I like the fact that, he's got people on his crew that are trying to convince him to be a villain. He sticks to his guns about not doing those things. And he's trying to find ways to calm the gang war and protect his people. And he just he let one of his guys that was about to betray him just kind of set themselves up so he could be like, whoop, see, I told you.
Yep.
It was a pretty cool issue. I enjoyed it.
Speaking of which, Gang War has been really awesome, which the last issue has led up to the big, epic fight. I'm looking forward to how this thing wraps up, speaking of
I still can't get over that fight between Tombstone and Kingpin.
It was good. It was really good.
It might have been bloodier than Wolverine. It's not, but it...
To me, it felt real, without just having a bunch of action... dynamic panels.
Oh yeah, it felt like a real fight.
It was like a wrestling. It felt like in a real fight. You're not doing spin kicks,
biting each other.
Yeah, they were biting each other and everything. It was awesome. If you haven't read it, check it out. It's probably over here on the shelves. Probably. Well, what else you got here?
Nothing else to add.
Well, all right. My wallet's empty this week. How about yours?
A little light week for me, so I'm just going to take this as a win. Normally does not. Next week is probably going to be brutal.
Your wallet is broken.
Yeah.
I'm Daryl.
I'm Aaron.
Don't forget, as always,
You got him.
Until next time.